दृष्टुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्युं नमाम्यहम्. Dear students, we have discussed how to write the formula of acids from the acid radicals. So we took the acid is a compound which contain replaceable hydrogen atom. What is a replaceable hydrogen atom? Now those hydrogen atoms which can be substituted or replaced by a metal atom are called as replaceable hydrogen atoms. Then the definition of acid was recasted depending on the property of the acid. Those compounds which donate proton in their aqueous solution are called as acids. So this proton of the acid comes out, combines with water molecule to form hydronium ion and a negative radical. So that negative radical comes from acid, hence that is called as acid radical. So I told you why it is called acid radical. I will explain you. I am taking a compound, putting in water, it forms hydronium ion, a negative ion. So this negative ion comes from the acid, hence it is called acid radical. So now ID radical. So now depending upon the formula constitution of the acid may contain hydrogen and another acid radical, or it may contain hydrogen, oxygen and acid radical. So when it contains hydrogen and ID radical, this is called hydra acids, and when it contains oxyanions, they are called as oxyacids. So we have written the formula for hydra acids. Now we will write the formula for oxyacids. So this class we will write from the formula of oxyacids. So as I told you, all acids we classify them in two classes. They called as hydra acid and oxyacid. So oxyacids which contain what are the oxyacids? They contain hydrogen, they contain oxygen and they contain a negative radical, HOX. Three elements will be there. Hydrogen will be there, oxygen will be there and negative radical will be there. All the three will be there. So HOX, they are called as oxyacids. So now oxyanions combine with H plus to form oxyacids. Oxyanions combine with H plus to form oxyacids. So now oxyanions, we have two type of oxyanions. We have two type of radicals, IT radical and AT radical. We have sulfite, nitrite, chlorite, bromite, iodide, hypochlorite, hypobromite, like this, IT radical. Then AT radical, chlorate, perchlorate, nitrate, phosphate, sulfate, like this. So this IT radical produce OUS acid. They produce OUS acid, and AT radical will produce IC acid. So oxyanions are of two types, ITE and ATE. When ITE, now lower valence state, ITE, higher valence state, ATE. Lower valence state sulfite SO3 minus 2, higher valence state SO4 minus 2 sulfate, nitrite, nitrate, phosphate. So they will combine with whom? The H plus, they will combine with, they will produce OUS acid and they will produce IC acid. So how the name now? How the name will get? Now name of the OU radical minus ITE plus OUS acid, and name of the radical. So how to get the name? Now we get the name. We will not remember the name, as I told you. So what will name of IT radical? Name of IT radical minus ITE plus OUS acid will be name of OUS acid, and name of AT radical, name of AT radical, name of AT radical minus ATE plus IC acid. So whole chemistry you will be reading is just only addition and subtraction. In physics you have addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, but in chemistry no multiplication and division, you have only addition and subtraction. So name of IT radical and OUS acid, and name of AT radical minus AT plus IC acid. So let us start from the group 3. From the group 3 onwards we will go to group 7. Now let's go borate. We have borate. Borate is what? BO3 minus 3. BO3 minus 3. I am going from group 3, then group 4, then group 5, then group 6, then group 7. I am going from group 3 to group 7. So I will proceed. So group 3 I am borate. Will combine with H plus. How many H plus? How many are here? 3. How many are here? 3. So we will combine with 3 H plus. So this will form H3 BO3. This is borate. So what the name of this? Boric acid. So what is this? Borate minus ATE plus IC acid. So this will be what? Boric acid. Boric acid. Very simple. So we were discussing about how to write the formula of A acid from the acid radical. So what I told you, we will write the formula AT radical BO3 minus 2, then H plus, then it will form the acid. Why I wrote 3? Now because the charge of BO3 minus is minus 3. So how many protons will be there? 3 protons will combine. So formula will be H3BO3. So what is the name? Name of radical, acid radical minus ATE plus IC acid. So automatically boric acid. Now you see we have written BO2 minus 1. I gave you the BO2 minus 1 is what? Metaborate. Metaborate. So what the charge here? Minus 1. So 1 H plus will combine. So this will form the acid what? HBO2. So it is metaborate minus ATE plus IC acid. So the name will be metaboric acid. You see children how easily you are getting the formula. Metaboric acid. BO2 minus is metaborate, H plus, so HBO2. So metaborate, you get the metaboric acid. Now let's go to group 4. Group 4 we have 2 radicals. We will take group 4 A. We have the acid radical for carbon and acid radical for silicon, and the carbon and silicon they form the oxy acids. Carbon and silicon they form the oxy acid. I am going by group so that we will be very systematic, and while taking bath you can revise your chemistry, while eating food you can revise your chemistry. So we will take group 4. Group 4, who are they? Carbon. So what are the radicals? So it will combine with whom? H plus CO3 minus 2. Carbonate. What is the radical? Carbonate. So how many charges are here? Minus 2. So how many protons will combine? 2. So 2H plus. Because total will be charge will be 0. So the formula of the acid is H2CO3. So carbonate minus ATE plus IC acid. So this is the form name of this acid is carbonic acid. So if somebody asks you, write the formula for carbonic acid, so immediately you will catch it must be from carbonate. Why? Minus ATE plus IC. So you get this. Now we'll come to silicate. SiO3 minus 2. What is this? Silicate. This is silicate. So how many negative charge? 2. So how many protons will be there? 2 protons. So what will the formula of the acid? H2SiO3. So it will be what? Silicate. So silicic acid. Silicate, this silicate, AT will go and IC acid will combine. So silicic acid, H2Si3 will be silicic acid. So group 4 is over. Now we will come to group 5. I am coming to group 5A. In group 5A, we will take nitrogen and phosphorus. Because I am teaching you, keeping in view your syllabus for +2 and entrance exam. So keeping them, I am writing it, I am going through that. I am teaching you how to learn to write the formula of acids, how to understand the formula of the acids. So let's go to nitrate. So nitrogen forms 2 radicals. Nitrate, H plus will combine with whom? Nitrate, NO3 minus this nitrate. So 1 cancels. So this will form what? HNO3. Nitrate, name of the acid will be nitrate minus ATE plus IC acid. So the formula will be nitric acid. So you see how easily you are writing the formula now yourself. So NiTr, nitrate. So IC acid if you remove, AT if you attach, you get nitrate. And H plus now will combine with NO2 minus. NO2 minus is what? Nitrite. Nitrite. So the formula of the acid will be what? HNO2. What the name? Nitrite minus ITE plus OUS acid. I told you higher acids. So this will be nitrous acid. NiTROUS, nitrous acid. Since you are beginning, you are learning chemistry, and if you can have a mechanism of yours how to write, then it will not be difficult for you. You will be never feeling I am to remember, never you will feel like that. So let's come to PO4 phosphate. Phosphorus forms phosphate. PO4, it will combine with which? H plus will come. What is the radical? PO4 minus 3. Phosphate. Phosphate. So the formula, how many charge are here? Minus 3. So here is plus 1. So for minus 3, how many protons will be there? 3. So you will get 3H3PO4. The formula is H3PO4. So this is what? Phosphate. So this name is phosphoric acid. Phosphoric acid. This comes from this, there is a change. Here there is a little bit change. It is not phosphoric acid. Phosphate minus AT plus IC acid will be what? Phosphoric acid. But phosphoric acid will not be good, so good. So what they did? They went to the element phosphorus. From phosphorus they got the name phosphoric acid. Phosphorus, there they got the name phosphoric acid. So if you come to PO3 minus 3, PO3 minus 3 is what? Phosphite. Is what? Phosphite. So what is the charge? Minus 3. So how many protons will be there? 3 protons will be there. So the formula of the acid will be what? H3PO3. Formula of the acid will be H3PO3. So it is phosphite. So phosphorus acid. Phosphorus acid. It is phosphoric acid. It is a phosphoric acid. So this is the little bit deviation other from all others. So little bit different. H3PO4 phosphoric acid, H3PO3 phosphorus acid. So the phosphorus also forms other type of acids that I will write you last. I don't want to confuse you because I am going in a systematic manner from the radicals. I am coming to the acid. There is orthophosphoric acid, metaphosphoric acid, pyrophosphoric acid. These are the 3 other acids are there. How to write the formula I will teach you at the last so that you will be understanding them. Now I will come to group 6. Group 6 I will I will take sulfur, and group 6B I will take chromium, molybdenum and tungsten. I wrote sulfate, sulfite, thiosulfate, tetrathionate for sulfur. For chromium I wrote chromate, dichromate. For molybdenum I wrote molybdate. For tungsten I wrote tungstate. So all these acid radicals, AT and IT radicals, will combine with H plus to form their oxyacids. So let us take first sulfur. Sulfur forms will combine with H plus. So what is the radical of sulfur? SO4 minus 2. What is SO4 minus 2? Sulfate. Sulfate. So how many negative charges are here? 2. So how many positive? You want 2 positive charges? So formula will be H2SO4. So this name is sulfuric acid. Here is a deviation. Sulfur. So sulfate minus AT. So name will be what? Sulfic acid. But sulfic acid will not be sounding much better. So they went to the element sulfur. From sulfur they wrote sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid. So then comes 2H plus SO3 minus 2. SO3 minus 2 is sulfite. So this will form H2SO3. So IT radical will form OUS acid. So sulfurous acid. Sulfurous acid. AT radical will form IC acid, and IT radical will form sulfurous acid. So let's go to the next, thiosulfate. H plus S2O3 minus 2. S2O3 minus 2 is a thiosulfate. How many? Minus 2. So how many proton? 2 proton. 2H plus. So this will be, formula will be H2S2O3. So this is a thiosulfuric acid. So when somebody writes the formula, you can write the name very easily, because the moment you see this is the acid radical, thiosulfate, so thiosulfuric acid will be the name. You will not remember, you can write the name yourself. Now I'll come to S4O6 minus 2. So this is a tetrathionate. Tetrathionate. I told you thio means sulfur. Thio means sulfur. 4 sulfur are here. So tetrathio. Why it is called tetrathionate? Because it is using higher valency state. So AT, thio means sulfur, and so thio 4 sulfur, tetrathio, S4O6 minus 2 tetrathionate. It will combine with H plus. How many H plus? Minus 2. So 2H plus. So the formula will be what? H2 S4O6 tetrathionic acid. Tetrathionic acid. So these are the acids of sulfur. These are the acids of sulfur. You will not remembering. You write 3-4 times. If you write, you can write better than me, because you students, my students, you are more intelligent than me, and your understanding will be much better than me, because you have your IQ of higher order. So you can write this. Now let's come to chromium. Let's take the chromium. Chromium, we have H plus will combine with what? CrO4 minus 2. This is what? Chromate. How many charge? Negative 2. So 2H plus. This will be 2H plus. So what will the formula? 2 hydrogen are there. H2CrO4. So this will be chromate minus ATE plus IC acid. So this is chromic acid. If somebody has written the formula S2CrO4, he will ask you, write the name. So you know that you remove H. So who is the acid radical? CrO4. So CrO4 is what? Chromate. Why chromate? Now chromium is there in the 6th group and higher valence state, ATE. So chromate. So the formula ATE minus IC acid. So you wrote the formula chromic acid. Now you will have Cr2O7 minus 2. And how many H? 2H plus. So this will give you H2Cr2O7. So this is dichromate. Dichromate. So this will be dichromic acid. So we are not remembering chromic acid H2SO4, chromic acid H2SO4. We know the from periodic table. Chromium is there in 6B group of the periodic table. So its formula will be CrO4 minus 2. Hence automatically this is the thing. Then comes molybdenum. Chromium, molybdenum, the same group. So its formula will be MO4 minus 2. This will combine with how many? 2H plus. Why? 2 negative. So 2 positive. So what the formula will be? H2MOO4. So this is what? Molybdate. Molybdenum. So molybdenum. Molybdate. So molybdic acid. So if somebody writes the name molybdic acid, formula you write. So you will easily molybdic acid. So IC acid gone. So it comes from molybdenum. Molybdenum is what? MO. And 6th group. So minus 2. So minus molybdenum. So molybdate. You can write the radical. So now comes tungsten is W. It will form the radical what? WO4 minus 2. So name of the radical is what? Tungstate. And what the name? How many H plus will combine? 2H plus. So what the formula will be? H2WO4. So tungstate. AT will go. This AT will go minus ATE plus IC acid. So tungstic acid. So this is all the acids you have for group 6. So sulfate, sulfuric acid, sulfite, sulfurous acid, thiosulfate, thiosulfuric acid, tetrathionate, tetrathionic acid, then chromate, chromic acid, dichromate, dichromic acid, then molybdate, molybdic acid, and tungstate, tungstic acid. See children, you are not remembering anything. You only remember that the group number -8 minus a group number is the charge and elements belong to a group exhibit similar physical and chemical properties. The way the sulfur forms, same way the chromium, the molybdenum and tungsten sulfate minus 2, chromate minus 2, molybdate MO4 minus 2, tungstate WO4 minus 2. Where is the thing to remember? Why people tell people, students, their students in the class, please remember. I say that please forget. So no question of remembering. The very easy to understand. If a student of science reads, he should read physics. If a science of student want to practice, he should practice mathematics. But if a student wants to enjoy reading, then he should read chemistry. So there is no tension, there is no labor, there is no hardship. Very simple way you can go for chemistry. Now let's come to group 7. Group 7 elements, 7A, we have fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. So fluorine will not form oxyacid. I told you oxygen, fluorine is more electronegative than oxygen. So fluorine will not form oxyacid. Who will form? Chlorine will form, bromine will form, iodine will form. Whatever chlorine will do, bromine will do, iodine will do. You will write only for chlorine, and then you can write for bromine and iodine at your home. Then 7th B, I told you what the group, what the element I have? Manganese. Manganese. I wrote the radical. So let it write for chlorine. So H plus ClO4 minus. If you remember, ClO4 minus perchlorate. So what the formula will be? HClO4. Perchlorate minus ATE plus IC acid. So perchloric acid. Perchloric acid. And now ClO3 minus is a chlorate. ClO3 minus is chlorate. So H plus. So the formula will be HClO3 chlorate. So chloric acid minus ATE plus IC acid, ClO3. Now we'll come to ClO2 minus. So 1 minus, so 1 plus. So this will be HClO2. So this HClO2 is chloride. If you remember, I have taught you this, chloride. So what will happen? Chloride minus ITE plus OUS acid. Plus OUS acid. So this will be what? CHIT will go. So CHLOROUS, chlorous acid. So there is many often people remember, so they become very difficult. They cannot write the spelling correctly also. But just remove IT, write OUS acid. So then you have ClO minus, H plus. This will form HClO. So ClO minus is what? Hypochlorite. Hypochlorite. So what will happen? Name of this? Hypochlorite. Hypochlorite minus ITE plus OUS acid. So hypochlorous acid. Hypochlorous acid. So somebody asks you write the formula and ask you the name. So you remove H plus. So what remains? ClO. ClO minus. ClO minus is the last. Hypochlorite. So hypochlorous acid. So this is what is similarly, if you take bromine, perbromate, BrO4 minus, perbromic acid, HbRO4. Bromate, BrO3 minus, HbRO3, bromic acid. BrO2 minus, bromite, HbRO2, bromous acid. IO minus, BrO minus, hypobromite, HbRO, hypobromous acid. If I come to iodine, IO4 minus, iodate, HiO4, periodic acid. IO4 minus, periodate, HiO4 is periodic acid. IO3 minus is iodate, HiO3 is iodic acid. IO2 minus is iodide, so HiO2 iodous acid. Then HIO, hypoiodous acid. You can write yourself because the elements belong to a group exhibit similar physical and chemical properties. Elements belong to a group exhibit similar physical and chemical properties. So whatever names, whatever the formula, chlorine has the same formula. You remove bromine and write the name very easily. You can practice yourself. Now I'll come to MnO4 minus. MnO4 minus is what? Permanganate. This is what? Permanganate. Permanganate. So plus H plus formula will be what? HMnO4. Permanganate, permanganic acid. Permanganic acid. So this is very easy to write the formula for this. Now two more radicals, organic radicals I am writing. CH3 COO minus is called acetate. Is called acetate. HCOO minus is called formate. Is called formate. C2O4 minus 2 is called oxalate. So these are the radicals, organic radicals. Organic radicals. So let us write the formula. So CH3 COO minus is what? Acetate. Is acetate. Will combine with H plus. Will form what? CH3 COOH. So acetic acid. Acetate minus ATE plus IC acid. Now I'll come to HCO minus. HCO minus is formate. HCOO minus. This is what? This is formate. This formate will combine with H plus. So it will form the acid. It will form the acid. HCOOH. This is called formic acid. Formic acid. Then let's come to C2O4 minus 2. We'll come to C2O4 minus 2 is oxalate. C2O4 minus 2 is oxalate. Is oxalate. So how many minus are there? 2 minus. So how many H plus will combine? 2 H plus. So what will the formula? H2C2O4. So this is called oxalic acid. These three are organic acids: formic acid, acetic acid, and oxalic acid. So this completes your acid radicals. Now I'll come to the next compound, are bases. How to write the compound? What are bases and how to write the formula for bases? So now if you come to bases, we'll write the formula for base as definition for bases and write the formula for bases. So bases, the bases are oxides and hydroxides of metals. The bases are oxides and hydroxides of metals, or bases are oxides and hydroxides of metals. So they are basic. The bases turn red litmus blue. They turn red litmus blue. Acids turn blue litmus red. They turn red litmus blue. So if for metal, what is the formula of metal? M is the metal. So the formula of metal is what? MO, and the formula of R, it is MOH. MOH. So if you take the basic radical, what is M? M is the basic radical. M is the basic radical. and combine with O minus 2 or combine with OH minus, you will get the basic radical. And those bases are soluble in water. Those bases are soluble in water, are called as alkali. They are called as alkalis. Those bases are soluble in water. They are called as alkalis. So if you go to the periodic table, I told you the elements belong to group 1A. Who are they? Lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium. What is the valence state? What is the radical they form? Li plus, Na plus, K plus, Cs plus, Rb plus, Cs plus. So what you will do? The basic B plus. So basic radical plus OH minus will give us the base hydroxide. Basic radical plus O2 minus will give us the oxide, that is also a base. So we will take then how to write the formula, how to get the formula of this B. B stands for basic radical. B plus OH minus. So B plus, what is the formula for basic radical? B plus N. What is the formula for hydroxide? OH minus 1. So what the formula will be? B OH N. This is the base. How easily you are writing the formula? So you know the moment somebody pronounces the name of the metal, you know the valency, which group? Calcium, which group? Group 2. Aluminium, which group? Group 3. Tin, which group? Group 4. Bismuth, which group? Group 5. So according to plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, plus 5. So you can write the formula for the bases very easily. So the bases are hydroxides and oxides of metal. Let's go to group 1. So all the elements, if you come to group 1, the elements are lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium and cesium. They are called as, they are highly electropositive metals. They are highly electropositive metals. Why? They have one electron in their outermost shell. They can have, there's M, they have one electron, they can lose one electron and form M plus ion. So they can M plus ion. So they are also called as alkali metals. They are called as alkali metals. They are called as alkali metals. Why? Now their bases are, their oxides and hydroxides are soluble in water. Their oxides and hydroxides are soluble in water. So they form strong bases. They are soluble in water and they are called alkali metals and they are strongly basic. Now let us write the formula for different oxides and hydroxides of these alkali metals. We will say lithium Li plus OH minus will have LiOH. LiOH. What is this? Lithium hydroxide. This is what? Lithium hydroxide is a strong base. Then next element is who? Sodium. Na plus OH minus. So this will formula will be what? NaOH. Sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide. So while pronouncing the name, we first pronounce the basic radical, then pronounce the acid radical. So then comes K plus OH minus. So the formula will be KOH. This is potassium hydroxide. This is potassium hydroxide, a strong base. Then comes Rb, rubidium. Rb plus OH minus. This forms RbOH, rubidium hydroxide. Rubidium hydroxide. This is also strongly basic and is an alkali. And I told you cesium is the most electropositive element of the periodic table. So this will form CSOH, cesium hydroxide. Cesium hydroxide. So these are the base. They are called alkali metals because all these hydroxides, they are soluble in water. They are highly soluble in water. Hence they are called alkalis. Then metals are called alkali metals. So this is the way, if you take the sodium, will form sodium oxide, Na2O, potassium will form K2O, rubidium will form Rb2O, and cesium will form CS2O. All these oxides, they are also basic. Why? Now if you add water, they dissolve in water and form hydroxides, so they are basics. So next class I will take the group 2 elements. They are group 2 elements. Who are the elements? Beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium. How many electrons they have? 2 electrons they have. They will lose 2 electrons and attain octet. Hence they are highly electropositive metals. Since they are highly electropositive metals, beryllium will combine with OH, form BeOH twice. Magnesium will combiine with OH, will form MgOH twice, magnesium hydroxide. Calcium will combine with OH minus, will form CaOH twice, calcium hydroxide. Then comes strontium plus 2 will combine with OH minus, will form strontium hydroxide. Barium plus 2 will combine with OH minus to form barium hydroxide. All these hydroxides are strong bases and all these hydroxides are soluble in water. Hence all these elements of group 2A, who are they? Beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, they are called as alkaline earth metals. So we have completed what are acids, what a preliminary idea of acid and their formula, name, and preliminary idea of bases, their name and formula. Next class we will go to the other elements and write their and come to the salts, acid radical, base salts, so that then next class we will go to how to write a chemical equation and how to balance a chemical equation. So from this preliminary knowledge, whatever I have given you, I will be doing this. Children, we learn to understand, and we understand, get the knowledge, and after getting the knowledge, it will synthesize to get us the wisdom, and the wisdom is a capsule, the seed of the knowledge. This knowledge we learn from understanding, and understanding comes from learning and remains with us as a seed of wisdom, and that seed of wisdom is with us. Then anywhere, everywhere we will have our ability to analyze, and we can explain the constitution, we can understand the preparation property, and that is called the chemistry of elements. We will not remember chemistry, and chemistry will be remembering us. Thank you very much, children, for listening all this time very patiently.